I think this is important in the space of marketing because if what we want, it all comes down to what you want. Look, if you just want to manipulate people and have a transaction to make money, screw them, suckers, screw the suckers. I'm glad I just took the money from the suckers, right? If that's your goal, okay, fine. But if what you want, like what I want, is to have meaningful impact and connection, the only way people move out of where they're stuck into where they want to go is to confront the truth or confront the lies. Where have you not been stepping into who you are? Where have you not been telling the whole truth? Where have you been leaving things out of the story? Where have you been putting on the mask or the facade so that others see you as you want them to see you, but not as you are? That's tough, right? That's tough. But this is where we start to get to the rock solid foundation of what you have to offer. What I'm clear of is this. I have been in business for over 19 years. The first 6.5, I was a real estate agent. So I was self-employed. I was a 1099 independent contractor, paid my own taxes, my own self-employment tax, all that stuff. I did all that, right? Then for 5 years, I was an employee as a CEO of a company. And then since 2011, so the last 9 years, I've been in business for myself as a coach, right? As a coach. So for 9 years, I have managed to pay my bills, support my family. I have been able to do that. That is a fact. That is true. And in those years, last 9 years, 8 of those have been under 6 figures, have been under $100,000 a month. They've been over $60,000 a month. So between $60,000 to $90,000 a month is where I've basically lived in the last 9 years. Okay? That's a fact. I don't know if that lands as good or bad to you. It doesn't matter to me. That's the fact. The number that often gets tossed around by people is 6-figure this, 6-figure that. Then some people even say 7-figure this, 8-figure this, but they don't even make 7 and 8 figures. They talk about 7 and 8 figures in their marketing, but they don't make 7 and 8 figures. Now, in the last 12 months, I have been over 6 figures, right? I told you, I've had 3 to 5, I don't know the number, 3 to 5 months that are 5 figures. And my lowest month, $3,000 a month, in a month. But if that is the foundation, that is my fact, that is what is true, that I've made over six figures in the last 12 months. I can work from that, right? Because some of you aren't making 24,000. Some of you aren't making 36,000 a year. And I can help you, right? I can help you because I've made over 6 figures. I do have some facts. I do have some foundation. But to pretend that I'm a multi 6-figure, to pretend that I'm 7-figure, which I haven't done, but it doesn't matter if I've said the figure. To pretend like I have it all figured out is not true. I don't have it figured out. I have figured out what I have figured out, and you in your business have figured out what you have figured out, but you haven't figured out the rest. So stop pretending like you have. That advice is as much for me as it is for you. Stop pretending like you have.